The Lord God in Exodus delivered the children of Israel out of Egypt. So when the prophet Moses and the children of Israel were in the wilderness and headed toward the promised land, there was always one sin the children of Israel always dealt with, and that sin was unbelief. They continually forgot what God had delivered them from. They regularly rejected God. So in Numbers 21, the people murmured against the prophet Moses for bringing them into the wilderness. They magically forgot they had been slaves in Egypt for over 400 years. Repeatedly, they committed idol worship and sinned against God. So because of their sin, God had them wander in the desert. The journey from Egypt to the Promised Land was basically a 10-day journey on foot. But because of the children of Israel's rebellion against God, it took them 40 years to go a 10-day journey. God had them repeatedly circle the desert for 40 years because of their sin, which reveals that sometimes you'll go through the same test until you either learn from it or die from it. So choose to learn the lesson the first time. Once again, Israel began to complain, and they tried to blame Moses for it. As a judgment against the people for their sin, God sent poisonous serpents into the camp, and the people began to die, revealing to the people that they were the ones that sinned. And they came to the prophet Moses to confess their sin and ask for God's mercy. Moses, being the humble servant that he was, he prayed for the people. God instructed him to make a bronze serpent and put it on a pole so the people could be healed. This is in Numbers 21, 5 through 7. God was teaching the people something about faith. It is totally illogical to think that looking at a bronze image could heal anyone from a snake bite, but that's exactly what God told them to do. It took an act of faith in God's plan for anyone to be healed, and the serpent on the stick was a reminder of their sin, which brought about their suffering. There is no connection between this serpent and the serpent which Satan spoke through in the Garden of Eden. This serpent was symbolic of the serpents God used to chastise the people for their unbelief. Interestingly enough, the pharmaceutical logo that is used to represent healing in modern medicine today happens to be a snake on a pole. No matter how many times men choose to reject and not believe in God, everything around us reflects the existence of the only true and living God, even in our own medicine. Moral of the story is, remember all the times God delivered and helped you. Be thankful unto God and continue to bless His name. Take all your concerns to the throne of God. This is the word of the day. I am Michelle Parks. See you next time.